Episode 67 of the
I don't care if you are at home, Ryan Media Lee. What we're not going to do is have that little bit of energy on this podcast. Sir, is it Ryan Riesling today? What are we doing?
No, it's Ryan. I'm half woke. Backstory, y'all. I'm at home. I did what I needed to do at work. I'm back home. Beyonce is still at work. Now, we said we are giving them all the behind the scenes. We said 3:30 p.m. It was 2:45, and I said, well, I still got 45 minutes. I'm finna lay down for like 2 seconds. This is how you know I was tired. I stopped texting somebody halfway through my text and fell asleep.
Stop it.
Next thing you know, my phone is ringing, and I see Beyonce calling me, and I was like, it's 3:06. Why is she waking me up still? Then I don't pick up, and she's like, oh, I'm ready, and you better not be sleeping. Well, guess what? I'm not trying to cuss. Yes, I was sleeping. So then I was like, oh, no, B, I'm not sleeping. I'm just going downstairs. I'm going downstairs to get the computer.
Oh, I knew it because it was taking you way too long. Because if we established that we were going to do the podcast at a certain time, that computer should have been on and ready to go.
Not 30 minutes early. You called me at 3:06 and said, I'm ready. We said 3:30.
I said by 3:30. Check your text message. I said I should be good to go by 3:30. Hello? I'll wait.
She said by 3:30 for sure for the podcast. So that means 3:30 for the podcast is when we're doing it.
By 3:30 means any time leading up to 3:30.
So you thought I was just going to sit here with the computer?
Don't play with me.
You thought I was going to sit here with the computer on waiting like, I wonder if it's by 3:30. This ain't AT&T. This ain't no Lowe's. I ain't waiting for you to come to my house at a certain time. No.
You're not supposed to be napping, Ryan. I have a problem with the naps.
Let me tell y'all what y'all finna get. I was woken up halfway through a mid-nap, and I'm mad. So I got this hood on. I ran downstairs like, let me get to this doggone computer. Hello, good morning.
And please stop using that word that I just despise.
We finna do this episode. What we finna talk about? Let's finna talk. You wanna finna wake me up now?
Oh my gosh!
That was a good nap too.
Ryan, let's go. What are we talking about? What episode is this? Let's go, because
people
you and these naps.
Mid halfway through the nap. No.
You and these naps in broad daylight, that's not gonna work any longer. I'm serious. I'm putting the kibosh on naps.
All right, so today, guys, we're gonna talk about road rage.
Oh my goodness!
But no, Beyonce, in all seriousness, you saw this article. What was it talking about when it came to driving?
Yeah, so forget the article. I'm talking about what I see every day with my own two eyes.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know what's going on, but I'm on Lakeshore Drive quite a bit, getting to and fro. And I feel like Lakeshore Drive is now the Autobahn over in Germany because people are going 80 miles an hour. Lakeshore Drive is a drive. When you're on a drive, you just drive. You take your time. You enjoy the scenery, the beautiful lake, all of that. It's not an expressway. People are literally going 80 and 85 on Lakeshore Drive, and I don't like that. And they're weaving in and out of traffic really fast. And when I am on expressways like 290, the Eisenhower, the Bishop Ford, I-57, people are driving on the shoulder like it's another lane.
So when we decided what we were going to talk about, I was like, no, I see that all the time. But literally, as I was on my home from work today, I texted you like, dang, I just saw someone driving on the shoulder. Now, two things. Lakeshore Drive conversation and expressway are two different type of conversations. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't do it. But if I'm speaking for somebody that does it in a black car that I may drive, you're not supposed to, Lakeshore Drive, who goes 40 on Lakeshore Drive? You know what? It's all making sense. Let me tell y'all something. Beyonce drove me somewhere about a few weekends ago. Me and Beyonce went somewhere together, y'all, and we were driving. It made sense why everybody was going around us. Beyonce was probably the one guy. I kept saying, like, God damn, why everybody else going around?
But did our podcast just get interrupted by a phone call?
Wait.
Who's calling you?
Wait, Maya, I'm in the middle of recording a podcast. Say hi,
Hi,
Beyonce.
Maya. Oh my God, I love Maya. Wait, move the phone back some more. Move the phone back. Hi. Oh my gosh, look at the little
Look at
goober.
Titan. Titan is on
Adorable.
our podcast.
He's
Okay, Beyonce.
adorable.
Maya, I'm gonna call you right back. Hi, Titan.
He is adorable. I was still him.
Titan looking like no camera, please.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
Okay, Maya, I'm gonna call you back. I'm getting cussed out on the podcast.
Bye, Maya.
Bye.
Oh my God, I love Maya. If that was anybody, it could have been Maya. I love the fact
No,
that it
and
was
that's
just
why I
Maya.
picked up. I know you love
Yeah.
Maya, but this
Yeah.
is what happens when you want to do the podcast at home. Now, I hope Zoom that didn't mess up because I definitely went through my phone.
Treat it.
But Beyonce, who goes 40 on the Lakeshore Drive?
Okay, I don't do 40, but I do keep up with the speed limit. I do at least whatever the speed limit is. I don't know if it's 45 or 50, but to do 80, 85 on Lakeshore Drive, that's not acceptable at all. Seriously, that is not acceptable.
Now, you know what's crazy though, and this is what honestly does scare me, is when, especially driving on the expressway, when the motorcycles are weaving in and out of traffic.
Yeah.
That is what scares me. Also, when was it? Like a month ago, me and you both left work at the same time, took the same expressway home, and I was texting you because you were in front of me and you couldn't see the car. And I was like, yo, be careful. There's a car that is literally weaving. Do you remember that?
I remember you told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if the guy was drunk, asleep, or what, but good looking out on telling me that, because one false move can cause a major accident. People are texting, going 60 miles an hour, texting. Like, how can you look down and be driving that fast?
Yeah.
So, man, and then there's the whole thing of blowing red lights. That's a new thing too. People will blow a red light like it's nothing nowadays. And I'm like, what are you doing? Or if there are a bunch of cars like going north and other cars coming south, but nothing's moving this way, they will go around the traffic, drive in the wrong lanes just to go through.
Now, isn't it? I do remember though in driver's ed, if it's a space dotted line, you can't go around the person, correct?
Yeah, if the line is striped, yes,
right,
you can pass, yes. But when it's solid, you're not supposed to pass. Exactly.
Correct.
Nobody follows that rule at all.
Now let's talk about the topic of road rage. That's what I had brought up to you because I used to deal with road rage for a long time, but I feel like I have been delivered.
Good, because it's dangerous.
Well, that's why I've been delivered. Now it's like the amount of stories that we're discussing that started because of a road rage incident is a lot. But I'm not gonna lie. Before I could leave the church parking lot, you cut me off, I'm cussing you out.
After leaving church service, Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay. So what gets you so angry?
I think it's the audacity and the entitlement for you to cut me off.
Well, what were you doing to get cut off? Is it just like random?
Or
because you're going
I think
slow?
it's like, prime example. I was dropping my parents off at the airport and I needed to get over to turn onto Southwest Highway. And this car saw me, like we were at a red light. He saw me trying to get over. We made eye contact. I kind of did like that wave thing. When that light turned and I was about to try to go, he literally kept going. And if one of us would have kept going, I would have hit him. So he got in front of me. And then the car behind him let me go through. So the whole time I was driving his bumper like, you want to do that to me? Bet. So then my parents were like, Ryan, what are you doing? And I'm like, no, he didn't let me through. My mom was like, but you were in the wrong lane, so you could not. But I was like, no, but that was still rude. How you gonna stare at me, see I was trying to get through, and then not let me get through, and then now we almost hit one another?
Yeah, that's foul. I will say that, because the eye contact to me was the acknowledgement, like, look, bro, I'm gonna let you out.
And people be playing games, like, I ain't got time for that. And then it's like, don't cut me off, and then you drive slow.
That's the worst.
Now
that's the worst. Or you get in front of me and then you put your brakes on. That's not good. That's not good.
Then what I will do is, you do that to me, I'm gonna get back around you, and I'm driving 5 miles per hour.
See, you can't do that, Ryan, especially in this day and age.
Now
Please don't do
look,
that anymore.
I said I have been delivered.
Okay, because nowadays we don't know what's going on in the minds of people, and I don't want somebody to do something crazy,
I
like
know.
super crazy. So that road rage piece, look, I'll smile and I'll keep it rolling.
And then now, because I drive in the city so much, my city driving has taken over in the suburbs. And I had to
Oh,
realize when I'm in the suburbs, it's not the same type of driving.
yeah, you're real aggressive in the city versus the
Yes.
suburbs. Yeah, yeah, be careful. Just be careful because people are nuts. People will like cuss you out, roll the window down, threaten you just over the smallest things. And it's not that serious
No,
at
and that's
all.
literally though we've seen gun violence stories that have
Yeah,
started because of road
yeah,
rage. So
yeah,
that is why I have
unfortunately.
kind of chilled out, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
But no,
good.
the whole
Good
driving
deal.
article piece, like driving is going crazy. It's reckless.
Yeah, and I'm seriously, I'm asking anyone, and I'm not the only one who's witnessed this, but if you see something like, I don't know who you could call. One day, I just wanted to roll down my window after I did catch up with the person who blew the red light when they almost hit me. I wanted to roll down my window and say something to them, but something told me, nope, don't say anything. So now I take another route around when I get to that red light because I don't know what's going to happen. So I got
Right.
to go all the way around so that I don't have to deal with possibly getting slammed by a car because the
Right.
people think it's okay to run a red light. It's just
Right.
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
No, it is.
Please, Chicago, drive safely. It's not that serious. You're going to get to your destination. If that means waking up earlier to be on time, whatever you got to do, but it's not that serious. Please slow down.
Yeah,
That is all.
or wherever you're watching this podcast at.
That's true. Yeah, slow down.
B, another thing that I want to talk to you about, because I was having this conversation actually with one of my friends, right? And I was talking to them kind of about the conversation we had on the podcast not too long ago about not, living and feeling like I'm in my 20s and am I missing out on a lot of things and stuff like that. And it brought up this whole conversation of, do you live life with regrets or does everything happen for a reason? And I kind of want to get your take on it. I feel like I know what type of person you are. But I wanted to get your take on that whole, because I feel like that's a lot of conversation that we have often of, we go through life so many times and we're like, dang, I wish I didn't do this, or I wish I did it this way.
Mhm.
Or is it supposed to be, no, everything truly does happen for a reason? What
Yeah.
type are you? Because in the conversation that I was having with them, I was kind of like, man, do I wish that I put my 99% of my life into my career? Or do I wish that I gave more of it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I get it. And that, man, gosh, that's really a great topic. And
Yeah.
it really makes you think. Now, growing up as Christian, I'm going to give you my Christian aspect of it.
I know,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I say that things happen for a reason, but
Right.
I also say that God, and I can only speak for Beyonce Fox right now. I can't speak for anyone else. I
Right.
feel as though He has ordained my steps in life, and
Mhm.
He took me down these different paths of lives and these different journeys for a reason.
Mhm.
And he knew what was going to happen to me in my life before I even knew. My
Mhm.
steps are ordered, right? This is
Mhm.
the whole Christian
Mhm.
aspect of it. This I'm going to give it to you from a Christian point of view.
Mhm.
However, I think sometimes too that things happen in life for a reason, and there are some things in my life that I have regretted, but
Mhm.
although my steps were ordained by God,
Come on.
sometimes he puts things in our way so that we can rely on him and trust in him and have faith in him, and he gives us that option of, okay, so what you gonna do? This is the
That's a word.
situation.
That's
What
a
are you
word.
gonna do?
That's a
What
word.
path are you gonna take? I set it up. Now I need you to dunk, hit that 3-pointer, do whatever you're gonna do with it. And then sometimes as a human, I
Uh-huh.
fail.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So that's when regret comes in. But
Mhm.
oh, baby, when I hit that slam dunk, I'm like, thank you, Lord. Bam. So it's a
I
combination of
I
things.
actually completely agree with that. I think that's exactly where I'm at. We both kind of grew up with the
Yeah.
same household where everything happens technically under God's timing. He already had it all planned out. He knew before it happened. So
Yep.
I definitely agree that everything that we go through, we learn something from, and it's for him to teach us something.
Yes.
But he also knows his children. And I think he knows I told you to go left, but you went right.
Yep.
And that's when I say I regret doing certain things. There's a lot of things, and it doesn't have to be so deep, but there's a lot of things that I think like, man, if I didn't do it this way, where could I be? Or if I went to a HBCU, what would my life be now? Yep. So I think there's things like that that I definitely do regret. I don't regret, in the conversation that I was having with my friend, I don't regret putting my career first.
Mm-hmm. Me either.
I mean, both of us, we have done that literally, and I'm just starting to do it. Mm-hmm. I don't regret it, but do I wonder, like, if I was more so I just had a 9-to-5, but I had a family and I had the kids and the picket fence, this and that. I do wonder how life would be in that sense.
I know.
Or if I worked a job where I wasn't up at 3:30 a.m., like, what type of Ryan would I be? You know what I'm saying? I don't think I regret things, but I am curious to see what could be on the flip side of the coin.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I actually do regret things, but it's not a bad thing. Like you said, some days I have I've looked at my life and I'm like, dang, if I didn't put so much into my career, and I'm not just talking about radio, I'm talking about just work in general, because I did other things prior to radio, you know. Right. I worked in a corporate setting and I was always that workaholic girl, you know. The office hours are 9 to 5, but Beyonce's there 7:30 to 8 p.m. You know what I mean? I've always been that girl. And even with my radio job, sometimes I say, like, dang, I kind of regret working so hard, being such a workhorse. People ask, girl, weren't you married? Oh my God, Beyonce doesn't have kids. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I have said to myself, like, wow, you know, why didn't I get married when I had the opportunity? Why didn't I have children when I had the opportunity? I mean, I still have the opportunity to do either or, but these are choices that we make in life. Right. You know what I mean? So instead of saying, I regret it now, I've matured a little bit, I don't say I regret it. I say, Lord, that was your will. Bam. Yep. But you do often wonder, as a human being, you're just human.
And I think it's okay to wonder. And I think because he knows our hearts. So what I had to learn is whether I say it out loud or not, he knows what I'm thinking. So he knows I'm wondering. But there have been some times that I'll be like, Lord, I may have learned through this, but I wish I didn't have to go through this to learn what you needed me to get out of it. So I definitely think I can say, yes, I live life with regrets. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's also teachable moments that I wish I did not have to. But I think sometimes we can be hard-headed that he sometimes has to put us in these situations of, now you're going to have to learn the hard way.
Yeah, you got to learn the hard way. I mean, I still learn every day at this age and at this experience and time in my life. I'm still learning. You know what I mean? I wish instead of going out buying a pair of shoes, that I'll take that money and stick it in a stock or something. I mean, I'm still learning. Seriously, we learn, we live, and we learn. We learn from our mistakes. That's part of life. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? So, and then on the other half of that, instead of saying I regret it, I look at the advantages. Like, my mom looked me dead in the eye one day and she's like, the way your lifestyle is set up with traveling and going here and there and there, you probably shouldn't have children. She was dead serious.
No, that's true though. Think about it, B. The way you like to go. Imagine if you had kids.
Exactly. She was like, I want you to understand that once you have a child, you won't be able to get on that plane. You won't be able to go shopping and do what you want to do like you do, you know? And I'm not putting it out there like I'm just this elaborate person with all that, because that's not fact either. But I got what she said and it made a lot of sense. So on the other hand, you are saying stuff like, oh, I'm free to just hop on this plane, or, oh, I'm free to do whatever because I don't have to worry about kids. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
okay, so well, B, you've been in it for a minute, right? And you've been in this industry, you have been established, you have put your career first. Someone you're talking to right now, and I'm still new to this. Yeah, I've been in it for 7 years now, but I'm still new to this compared to your longevity. Would you tell me to do anything different as it comes to me saying to you that I have made work my 90% of my life?
I have told you on several podcasts already Let me pull up the podcast episode numbers so you can go back to YouTube and watch them. And I think I just told you this past weekend. Balance, fam. Balance.
You did.
I often tell you that, Ryan, immediately, and it's not going to change. If you're looking for a different answer, you're not going to get it.
I was looking for some deep type of answer.
That is deep. Balance, bro. Balance. You have to be able to work hard, save your money, have your eye on the prize for what you want to do 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. But at the same time, in doing so, you have to live now and enjoy and reap the benefits of your hard work.
Yeah.
Balance. You can't go strong on one thing and then lack in another, because then now you're unbalanced, and then now one area is going to fail, and you know what I mean? So balance that thing out. Work like a dog, but then go to Tahiti next week. Works for me.
I'm going back to sleep. I'm going back to sleep now. This podcast is over. Nah.
Balance. You can do it. Yeah. But seriously, don't work yourself like a dog where then you're just like, oh my God, I'm burned out. Oh my God, I don't have time for this. Oh my God, why did I do all this? I'm piling on too much. That's not healthy. That's not good mentally or physically or emotionally, for that matter.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, 7 years in, you're young, you're still in your 20s. I know people joke about you still being at home with your parents. Guess what? That's fine, because again, God has ordained your steps, and God knows what's right for Ryan Media Lee when it's time for you to move on. Don't even trip on that. We joke about it, and that's all it is, pretty much.
Ask me if I'm tripping.
Because trust and believe. I bet you every person who jokes about it wishes they were still at home with their parents.
Same for the people in the back.
Because this adulting thing is nothing easy, okay?
No.
Okay. But anyway, balance and perspective on what it is that you're trying to attain, and then just go for it, man. Period. Did you just yawn? Boy, this is the last time I'm going to allow you to do this podcast from your living room or wherever you are in the house. Are you serious right now, Ryan?
Yo,
wrap it up.
I low-key yawned a few times.
Wrap it up.
But I didn't want you to see, because it wasn't what you were saying was boring me. You woke me up in the middle of a nap, B.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Yo, episode 67 of the We'll Disagree to Disagree podcast. I am Ryan Lee. You catch me at Ryan Media Lee on IG. I won't follow you back right now because I'm going back to sleep. Beyonce, where can they follow you?
On Beyonce Fox, BIONCEFOXX on everything.
You just talked about balance. I'm trying to balance and go to sleep.
Boy, I'm not going to let it slide. When I hang up, I'm going to pretend that you are up studying, doing scripts for the White Sox, doing something. I will not allow you to take a nap in the middle of the day.
All-Star break. Shout out to White Sox. We are on All-Star break. I won't be back for 2 weeks. So I have to work out in about a few hours. So I got a good hour to take a nap.
And meanwhile, I'm still at iHeartRadio for at least another 3 hours. Yeah.
Balance. We don't regret.
Not at all. I love it. Grateful. Okay, boy, bye. Do not go to sleep. I'm about to text your phone every 5 minutes for the next 3 hours.
Oh, do not disturb.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, honestly, I'm probably up now.
Okay, good. Stay up, please. Do something.
I'm going to call Maya back. We got to call Maya.
There you go. Okay. All right. Yeah, that'll work. Okay.
All right. Peace.
All right. Talk to y'all. Bye. Thanks for listening and watching.